Today's video, I'm going to be launching a whole dropshipping store within 72 hours. I'm going to be finding the product, I'm going to be creating the store, I'm going to be launching a whole Facebook advertising campaign. Again, all within 72 hours. Let's get right into the video. What's going on, guys? Cass coming to you guys with a brand new video, and as I said in the intro, you guys know what's going on. I'm going to be launching a whole dropshipping store within just 72 hours. So again, I'm going to be finding a product with you guys live. I'm going to be creating the store. I'm going to go ahead and launch my Facebook advertising campaign, and I'm going to get back to you guys within 72 hours with all the results I've been able to generate. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and find a product. Now, the product you want to choose is going to vary depending on the budget you have. So for this store, what I'm probably going to be looking for is something that's a little bit of a higher ticket product. So when I'm talking about higher ticket, I'm talking about a product that usually is costing more than $200 on my store. So most people will dropship products that are like 50, 20 bucks, but I want to be able to do a higher ticket store for this video so you guys can actually see what is possible with dropshipping, so you guys can actually see that you don't have to always sell those $20 in those $50 products. You can actually go and sell $1,000, $1,500 products as well. So how dropshipping works for you guys who actually don't know what it is you have a product and you want to go ahead and find it from a Chinese wholesale website like AliExpress or Alibaba. Now on these websites, these products are super cheap, so you can go ahead and put them on your own online store and go ahead and mark up the price 3, 4, 5x plus. So say you get the product for 20 bucks, you're going to put it on your personal store for 60 bucks. So it's on your store for 60 bucks. You're going to go ahead and drive some traffic to your store through social media marketing, advertising like Facebook ads, Instagram influencer shoutouts, different sorts of things. And then once you get the traffic on your site, people who buy your product, you're going to go ahead and take that $60 that they give you for the product. You're going to take $20 of that 60, give it to that Chinese supplier, who's then going to ship that product directly to your customer. So you're actually never touching the product. You're pretty much just the middleman, and you're keeping that $40 profit on each order. The first things first, we need to find a product. Now, what kind of product are we looking for? Now, I'm always looking for stuff that is always new, stuff that is interesting, and stuff that is actually not being sold by other people, which is super important because with dropshipping, guys, there is literally thousands of people testing new products every day, as I'm sure you guys know with all the people seeing on these different YouTube channels. So you guys need to make sure that you're testing stuff that other people aren't testing, and you're able to enter markets and be able to dominate them. That's actually how I'm able to sell such expensive products. I'm able to enter the markets of these products. I'm able to insert myself as pretty much the owner of that product, and I'm able to dominate it by pricing out any of my competitors because I am the first to the market. I'm able to dominate a market essentially. That is why I'm trying to find stuff that other people aren't selling. I don't want to have to compete with other people for pretty much the scraps and the leftovers of all the other people who have already came in and saturated those products that you guys are testing. I don't want to be the guy that's picking up $1,000 off each store. I want to be picking up $100,000, $500,000, $600,000 profit. I don't want to be competing with thousands of other people for the same profit margin. I want to be able to dominate markets. I want to be able to enter markets that there is no competition already, or there is very little competition, or that I'm pretty confident that I could take over. So how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna first look for stuff on AliExpress that doesn't have a lot of orders. I'm also gonna look for stuff that obviously is interesting and it looks like it is a newer sort of product, because again, guys, when you're selling on social media stuff like Facebook and Instagram, people aren't there to buy your products. They're really just there to be on social media and look at what their friends are posting. So you need to have something super interesting for them to go ahead and click on your actual advertisement and go to your site and actually be willing to purchase the product. So it's November 27th at 7 a.m. I'm going to start the challenge right now. So I'm going to go ahead and find my product, and I will get back to you guys when I have found something that I want to make my store after. Okay, so I found the product here. It is actually this bike right here, and it is actually an electric bike. It is not just a regular bike, and as you guys can see, it is pretty expensive. So it is at about $948 for me to go ahead and purchase. So I'm gonna price this product around $1,500. And I like this product a lot because it has a lot of cool pictures that come with it, and it actually is something unique too because it has a compact feature of it. You can pretty much tie up the bike, or I guess collapse it, not tie up, but you can collapse the bike into a pretty easy carryable form, and it had a pretty nice video that I was just watching here. So I actually think this product has a lot of potential. It also has a pretty good amount of orders to the amount of reviews. So I really know that people are coming back and leaving good reviews of this product, because you want to make sure that first of all, the supplier is trustworthy. So go up here and make sure their store has been live for at least a year, and make sure that they have, a good customer rating between the people that they sell their products to. You want to make sure that the item is obviously as described when the people get it, and obviously that, they have good communication with all of their clients. And if you're sending out bad products, pretty much you're only destined to go ahead and get a bunch of chargebacks from your customers, which is them just calling your bank and saying, hey, this product is not what I ordered. I don't like it. Please, give me a refund. And obviously, they're going to call their bank. The bank's going to take the money from you, and it's just a whole mess. So just make sure, guys, that you check out the suppliers before you actually go ahead and sell the product. That's super important. Make sure you go ahead and check out the reviews of the actual supplier. Make sure the reviews of the product are good. Usually over 75% of 5-star reviews is what you should be aiming for. Yeah, just remember that. So once you guys get your product, now what we're gonna do is actually go and make the store. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my actual store now. I'm not gonna show you guys the whole process. I'm just gonna show a quick little time lapse of me making the store. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna check back with you guys, and we're gonna go ahead and start making our advertisement for our Facebook advertising campaign. So I'm gonna make a picture, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a video as well. Right now it's about 7:30 a.m. So I will catch you guys in like 2 or 3 hours, maybe even 4, depending on how long the site takes me, where we're then again gonna go ahead and make the advertisements. Okay, so I just finished the actual website. It took me about 3 hours. It is now almost 11 a.m. actually, because I stopped at like 7:30. So it's now 11. It took me about 3.5 hours to finish the website, but I'm done now, and time to go ahead and start actually making the advertisements. So we're about 3 hours into the challenge now. I just finished the website. What I'm going to be doing now is focusing on building the actual advertisements for the store. So a couple things that I want to talk about with advertising is the first line of communication between you and the actual customer that you're advertising to. That's why it's super important to make sure your advertisements are good, the actual picture or the video, and also the actual copy of it. And a lot of people, they'll go and make advertisements that are, selling the product like a lot. They're saying like 50% off, go buy today, use this discount, all this sort of stuff. But you don't really need to do that, okay? Because people who are interested in a product will buy it regardless, okay? You just want them to get onto your site, and to do that, you have to actually, address the problem that the product is solving. That's why I actually like this product a lot. There's a bunch of different angles you can take with it because it solves a bunch of different problems, right? It's solving first the commuting problem, right? It's shortening that commute time for a lot of people in those busier cities. And it's also, not only solving the commute time, but it's also making it cheaper, because a car is definitely a lot more expensive than, $1,000 bike. Because the car, you have to pay the insurance, you have to pay the gas, you have to pay, the parking tickets if you get them. You have to pay for the parking actual of the car. If you're going to work, you have to park in like a parking garage or on the street. So it's saving money and it's saving time. And I want to convey that usually through my actual creative and through my actual advertising copy, which is just the text of the advertisement, under the actual picture. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my actual ads. I'm going to take you guys through like a little speed edit of that. I'm going to make a couple pictures. I'm going to make a video as well. Again, just remember, when you're advertising, just make sure that the creatives that you make, which is again the pictures and the videos, that they're congruent with the problem that the product is actually solving. So again, it's 11 right now. I'm gonna check back when I'm done making the ads. So it's now 7 p.m. It's about 12 hours since I actually started the whole challenge. I had a little bit of business to attend to. It is Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend this weekend. And my actual e-commerce brands take priority over this challenge. So I had to step away for a couple of hours, but I'm back now. And I actually have all the advertisements set up, as you guys can see on the screen here. I have about 24 ads, as you guys can see down there. Pretty much all we have to do now is go ahead and launch these ads and go ahead and wait till sales come in. And I'm not going to explain how I set up my entire advertising campaign. Pretty much I have a whole video on that on my channel, which I will link down below in the description. You guys can go ahead and watch it if you're interested in learning how I set up my cold targeting campaigns to go ahead and test products on Facebook. Anyways, that is that. I have about 24 ads here that I'm about to launch. So I'm going to check back with you guys at the end of the 72-hour period, which should be like 60-ish hours because it is 12 hours since we started. Which means there's about like 60 hours left. Makes me also a math genius. A couple things you guys have to know with Facebook though is that you really have to follow a strategy. That's why I recommend go ahead and watch the whole Facebook video. Don't try to like do this stuff yourself because it does get expensive. I'm spending about $100 a day here. So if you don't have a lot of budget, Facebook could really eat up your actual cash reserves. So make sure you're following a strategy. If you want to follow mine, again, link is in the description down below. I really recommend you follow mine. It's actually pretty good. There's no bias there or anything, but just make sure you follow a strategy and make sure the strategy is reputable and actually has produced consistent results. Another thing with Facebook too is a lot of people think that results come overnight with Facebook. Like it usually takes 3-4 days before you start seeing some actual action occur in your ad account. So just make sure you don't turn stuff off too early because you think it's like wasting your money. Facebook takes time to see data, so you want to make sure that you give it that necessary time. Anyways, I'm gonna check back with you guys in about 60 hours at the end of the 72-hour challenge. I'm gonna launch my ads right now, and yeah, I'll check back with you guys in about 2.5 days. So it is now the end of the challenge. It is November 30th, as you guys can see, and we're just gonna go over now all the sales that we got over the last 3 days. So we started on the 27th. You can see I did a test order here of $1 to make sure that the payment processor was actually working. So the 28th, we got nothing. The 29th, we got nothing as well, unfortunately. But today we did get one sale for $1,550, which was just one item ordered. We made $1,555 today off that one order. So the product, I'm getting it for, I believe, $840, and then I'm getting it here, I'm selling it here for $1,500, and I'm charging like $55-ish for shipping. And the sale came in at 6:26 a.m. today, so it perfectly hit our time goal of 72 hours by just 30 minutes. And I didn't have a lot of time earlier today because I've been dealing with a lot of Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff for my actual e-commerce brands, as I said a couple of days ago. So I'm just checking in now, and I'm glad that when I got that cha-ching, that the store actually was able to make some money. Because again, I want to show you guys that it's possible to make money with even a $1,500 product. It doesn't have to be $20, $60 products that you guys have to be selling. So let's go ahead and break down the numbers now that the store actually made in pure profit over the last 3 days. We had $20 for the store plan, so the Jetpack plan and the WordPress plan. Then we also had $8 for the domain, which brings us to a total of $28. And then I also spent $367 for Facebook advertising cost. And then I also went ahead and spent $845 on actually sending out the product to the customer. I was able to negotiate a deal with the supplier, which is something I actually recommend you guys do as well. No matter what price your product is, even like $10 cheaper is $10 more in your guys' pocket. And I also had to pay $46 for the payment processing fee. So when I take the payment from somebody, Stripe or another payment processor usually has to go ahead and take a percentage of that to go ahead and send the money to your bank account. So that's what that processing fee is right there, which brings me to a total of $1,286 total cost. And then I made $1,505 from the revenue of the entire store, which brings me to a total of $269 profit in total for the store, which isn't bad at all considering the fact that I made the store within 3 hours. We did this whole thing within 5 hours, and the ads were only up for 2.5 days. So I made $264 off this store, which is pretty good again considering the product price was actually $1,500 as well. I'm super glad that it actually came out like this. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I hope you learned something new today, and hope you actually see that it's possible to do dropshipping even with a $1,500 product. Also, if you guys are interested in my one-on-one mentorship program where I teach you guys literally how I do all of this step by step, all the little juicy details, everything, how to get started and how to actually scale your advertisements with Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, YouTube, everything, make sure to go ahead and apply for that down below. It's gonna be one of the links down there. You guys go ahead and send an application, and if you are chosen, we'll get back to you within like 2 to 3 days. Anyways guys, that is it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.